this thing on?
Nope,
Are we live?
not at all.
No,
I'd hope so.
it says we're live, and it says there's 58 people watching.
You know what I just
Okay,
I just noticed? So we're talking, and on my phone, I'm watching the chat. 7-second difference between what I'm saying now versus what is said.
I mean, it's a little bit of a delay, but it
Well,
shouldn't
no,
be
I don't
7
care. I'm not
seconds.
complaining, but it's about. I find it very interesting, especially like when I move like this.
We're on a tape delay because of the things that you say sometimes, so we can hit that beat button where we can bleep.
What
it
am
out.
I?
We can hit the
That's
dump.
what it is.
The dump, the dump button, the dump button.
The tape delay system for those of you who know about live radio.
They did
back
that.
In the day.
They did that for Howard Stern and WNBC.
Everybody was on a tape delay.
Yep.
Because they got tired of getting fined by the FCC.
Oh God, yeah.
But unfortunately, or should I say fortunately, we're on YouTube. And this is the Ham Radio Clubhouse. Welcome, everybody. Thank you for joining us this evening. Thank you to everyone in green.
We're going to have a lot of fun tonight.
Oh, God.
Oh,
here we go.
I'm going to mute you.
You see what happens when you invite a New Hampshire boy in?
Oh, God.
The soundboards. Anyway, thank you for our channel members in green. Thanks for supporting the channel. We're so close. I think next month we should start seeing those shields pop up. I'm looking forward to it. Last I counted, there's like probably 10 or 12 that are going to get that. So I'm excited to see that pop up. And then we also had, I think, Greg. Greg, if you're in the chat, let me know if I got your call sign correctly, because I did go back and I got called out last week for it. But anyway.
Oops.
Izzo, how's your week been, buddy? I like that shirt you're wearing. So that's pretty slick. Look at that.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah, that's pretty slick.
Good looking coffee cup, Shane. Smart ass.
Oh, you like that? Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, that's kind of cool.
So,
anyway, how's your week been, Izzo?
Today was fun. Okay, I had to do the final preparation. The John Deere had to get put away today, so that meant the final chop of leaves and yard work. And then when I was done, sat down, I pulled out the Go box. I put it away, but I pulled it out. Worked a whole bunch of POTA stations today. I want to give a shout out to our brother KD8CHR, Kilo Delta 8, Charlie Hotel Romeo. He was in Ohio. That's Roger. He's like, Izzo, you're from Clubhouse. I watch you guys all the time. So he said he was going to be in the chat tonight. I'm not sure if he is because of the POTA. You know how it is by the time you get done doing stuff. Bands are very interesting.
That's putting it lightly.
Yes, because just when you learn something, I guess I'm referencing how I really started paying attention when I got involved with POTA about 6 years ago. So we were in cycle 24. And now where we are in cycle 25, the bands are doing the opposite for me, for how I use the HF bands. On sideband, where I am here in the Northeast, where 20 meters at times is acting like the old 40 meters. And then all of a sudden it's going wide. And it's fun. I'm not
Wide
complaining.
or long?
Long.
Gotcha.
Wide and long are two different things, aren't they?
They are.
It's sort of like when you buy a Ham Radio Clubhouse sticker and it says, one guy says you should be paying 99 cents or $1.99, but then I pay a little bit more. But I said I didn't care because it's about quality. It's about supporting. Isn't it the same?
You should pay $1.99, by the way, because I'm looking at your order.
Are you serious?
Don't give me that.
Oh.
Don't give me that noise. I'm coming in with receipts.
You coming in with receipts?
I'm coming in with receipts.
I hit a bell. Hey, no. Hey, folks, seriously. If you're looking for some really nice stuff, and we got holidays coming up, and I know there's a million. I don't understand this. Don't put no rant down on there, Steve. Don't you start with that rant shit on me right now. This is not a Molson rant or a Joe Brett rant. But I will tell you that. Thank you to Joe Brett rant.
Yeah, Joe Brett rant. There you go.
What I don't understand is Black Friday. We're not even close to Thanksgiving. It's still a week and a half away.
It's a week away.
It's a week away. We're starting all this. Let's stimulate the economy more because we have more money. Well, maybe some of us do, but a lot of us don't. But we still want you to spend the money. If you are going to spend any money, my brothers and sisters of the Clubhouse, I command thee Get yourself a Ham Radio Clubhouse something, sticker, a hat, a barbecue apron. Go make your
Don't buy the hat on the site. I got
All right,
a hat coming.
Yeah,
that's
hold
gonna
up
be
and
much
wait.
better, but don't buy the hat that's on the site.
My brother over there in the pulpit over there says, "Hold on and wait." Look at that finger. Hold on and wait. I'm waiting for a nice quarter zip to come in. I can't wait to see this. I think it's going to be here tomorrow or Thursday. Anyway, guys, this is some good stuff. We've been talking about this stuff for 199 shows, and all of a sudden Shane just said F it, and we're just going to do it through his account through Spreadshirt. Him and a few other people did a wonderful, wonderful job. When you see this in person, this doesn't listen.
I will say the logo did turn out really
It
well.
does. Listen to this, because
and it prints really well.
Listen, I'm no George Clooney. I am no George Clooney. I'm no Roger Moore, Sean Connery by any chance. I'm not, okay? But I gotta tell you something. This even makes me look good. So what does that tell you? It's not me. It's the logo.
It's not me, it's
you. It's not me, it's you. We heard that a lot.
Well, Paul, thank you for the gifted 5 memberships. Renee 6, Chad Moser, Lee M, KI5, YPR, Evan, Barchek, and Leaf KC9 RHF were the receivers of that.
Barchek is here.
So thank you so much. Yeah.
Oh my God, it's good to see you. Good to see you here.
So for those of you who want to buy something, we're not saying you have to. For those that you want, starting tomorrow through the 24th is 15% off. And then one day,
Black Friday.
Black Friday.
Black Friday.
Everything in the store is 30% off.
Oh my God!
If you want to shop, I didn't know this was coming. I just when I opened this up earlier, this is what it said.
I'm gonna get myself pajamas.
Everything. I did put some shorts in there for you.
No, I want
everything's 30% off in the shop for Black Friday.
I want a union suit, and so when I drop that back flap, Clubhouse goes dropping down too. And when you put it, I want a union suit. But seriously, folks, you can customize your apparel. You can put your call sign on a sleeve. You can put something on the back. My next shirt is going to be a surprise. I haven't decided. I got 2 or 3 designs that I'm going to put. Like I'm going to buy another one of these, but I'm going to put something on the back. And I may show up for a show where all you guys are going to see is just the back of me. So you can read the back of the shirt, obviously.
Is it going to be like a concert shirt where it's going to have the cities, all the POTA parks that you're in?
No.
There you go. List off all the POTA parks.
No, I'm not going to do that.
First activation.
No, I'm not going to do that. But that's but something similar. But no, today was a fun day, and tomorrow I got a new install. I have a new internet. What do you guys call it? Internet supplier, service provider coming to the house. We are getting rid of coaxial cable internet.
Nice.
I didn't know you still had coaxial cable internet.
Well, I dropped TV coaxial cable many years ago. Gotcha. I got the YouTube TV. Now we're going to be going with the fiber 6 glass, whatever that stuff is, and I can't wait to go downstairs and rip all that coaxial cable out. And because we're a very internet hungry family here.
Tell whoever you got that text message from. Tell them we're kind of live right now. So
who is that? Paul? Was that for Paul?
No, it was actually the wife.
Steve.
It was actually Dana texting me.
She's asking us why the stove turned on.
Ah!
Have you been on the radio?
Not yet. No.
Okay.
Not yet.
It's set up for you.
No, 45. I did not update to AOL. I dropped AOL back in 1996. All right.
I still got 1,000 free hours. What are you talking about?
Right. I still got a disc that's still in the packaging. I haven't opened yet.
Oh, Jesus.
I don't have a drive on my computer, so I can't do anything with it. But yeah, my computer I have 0 physical drives except for I have a regular hard drive, and then I have I just had a brain fart.
Solid state.
Solid state, yeah. I have 2 solid states actually.
So after the guy leaves tomorrow, I'm gonna go hit a park or 2. I will tell you one fun station I did work. Alpha Echo 2 NY. He was over on Governor's Island, which is one of the toughest POTA parks to get because of not because of of working it, but it's for the activator of trying to get an antenna into that park. It's over by the Statue of Liberty. There's a lot of rules. There's a couple parks in there. You got to know where you are, on what piece of grass or what park you're on, and this and that. So congratulations to that guy who got Governor's Island,
Nice.
Ellis Island, that whole thing, activated today. That was fun working him. So, but
Wow.
man, what a fun! Again, I just sat there for like 15 minutes. You're just banging them. It was like fishing without worms today. Fishing without worms, I'm telling you. So that's me.
Very nice.
What are you smoking tonight? Looks like a Camacho, maybe.
That is the Camacho. The Camacho. See how it kind of goes nice with the sticker.
It pairs well.
It does pair well.
With the
It pairs
season
well.
Steve, it's dark
What
where
up?
we're at.
Yeah,
So
no,
you want to
it-
kind of tell everybody why you got sunshine? in
Why I
your
got
city?
sunshine right.
Yeah,
Where's my frickin' right there?
Looks like
Because I
he's
am in
making one of those-
Honolulu.
I'm jealous.
Yeah, baby.
Very
Uh,
jealous.
You're not jealous of a 23-hour travel day, though. I
No,
promise
I'm
you
not.
that.
Mm-mm. Nope.
Especially when you don't get paid for the full amount.
Mm.
But yeah,
But on the
Oh,
plus side,
one
you're
way or
in
another,
Honolulu.
they would.
You're in
This is
Hawaii.
true.
Thank you, Paul.
One way or
Hang on.
another, they would pay.
Paul, punch
Right.
him. Just punch him. Just give him a punch over there.
Right.
Yep. So sitting out here in Honolulu for work. Was on board the ship earlier. I have to go back tomorrow and Thursday, but I plan on hitting a park tomorrow after work, possibly Thursday, and Friday morning, which will be probably about noon for you guys on the East Coast. I plan on sitting in the park for a number of hours,
Ooh.
and I'm gonna burn it to the ground.
All right.
Either
Steve, when do you expect to leave Hawaii? What is your schedule? Well, let's just say scheduled right now, because we know how things go with you.
scheduled to leave Friday night at like 6 p.m., but I will not get home till 3 p.m. Saturday.
Because we're going Hawaii to Russia to Poland, back to
God, no.
back to the
Actually,
West Indies.
Based on the travel over there, yeah,
Dude,
exactly.
Columbus made those treks a lot faster, I think.
Well, so I go from Honolulu to DFW. I
Yeah,
land in DFW at 6 a.m. So Shane, have the coffee ready.
you gotta wake up Shane. Just, you want
I
to wake
might
up
be
Shane
awake.
Stove. You want to wake
I
up Shane
might-
Stove. Just-
There you go. And then go from DFW to Charlotte to Charleston.
Who are you flying? That is jacked up.
Frickin' American.
Acme. That's Acme.
That is.
Well, so my flight out was supposed to be Charleston to DFW, DFW to Honolulu. But apparently the aircraft broke overnight, so they had to wait on maintenance.
I hate it
So
when
I
that happens.
missed the connecting flight.
Better on the ground.
I think the pilot didn't report it,
Uh-oh.
and he knew that wasn't his plane in the morning.
Hmm.
Maybe
My
he
thought.
said.
Now,
Maybe
why-
Maybe he said, go ahead, Paul.
Sorry, why isn't there a Clubhouse private jet?
Well,
What kind of money do you think we
well-
make? The Liffrey and Ham boys need to help us out. you know.
Listen, I'm gonna buy a few
mean, we
more
could buy a-
stickers. I'll buy
we
a
could
few
buy a
more
tire.
stickers.
No, we can't. That FAP, mate.
out of a year's worth of income, we could get it. We could buy a tire.
So
So
But-
POTA on Friday morning.
POTA on Friday morning for me. You've got to remember I'm minus 10 UTC. Because East Coast is minus 5.
7:16 p.m. Central, 8:16 Eastern.
It is 3:16 here.
No, there you go. Do the
So,
math. I don't math
yep.
on stream.
Nope. But like I said, I'm going to get up, hit the breakfast, and then head out to the park. Be 7 a.m. here, and I'm going to go till
What bands?
noon, 1 o'clock. 10, 15, 20, and 40.
Okay.
And if I make it by Walmart, I might make something for 17, because I did bring a banana plug adapter with me.
I think probably 10. If I were to try to get you on from South Carolina, maybe 10 or 20. 40 would have to be way later, but maybe
Yep.
10.
I
Yeah.
think the West
You'd be
Coast.
surprised.
10
Sometimes
and 15.
40 is really good in the morning.
Right. 6 a.m.
before the
our
sun
time,
comes up?
Paul. Yeah, 6 a.m. our time, Paul. But I don't
Yeah.
know. 6 a.m. our time is still midnight. Steve is not going to be out in the park at midnight.
I mean,
You
might.
don't know. I mean, you see how bright it is outside right now.
Dude, your room is real creepy right now for me to watch you in there. It looks like I'm watching one of those adult films. It's just too creepy. It's too.
What do you know about that?
Where's the casting couch?
Thank you. That's a little better. That's a little better.
Oh God.
If you know, you know. So.
Just ain't right. Ain't
No.
right.
Nope.
Mm-mm. I found something else for you, Izzo.
Uh-oh. What? An apron?
Because we have a show. We have a Christmas show coming up, right?
Well, the big guy
Oh,
who wears the red
look at
suit.
this.
the beanies.
Oh,
There's
the Santa hat.
Oh, the Santa hat.
You get a Santa hat with a Clubhouse logo on it. How
There you
cool would
go.
that be?
He sent me an email last Friday.
Mm-hmm.
He wanted to know
Okay.
what we were doing. I said, like I don't know what we're doing. So he wants to be a guest again.
That guy.
No, I don't know. I mean, how do you say no? How do you say no to Santa?
Hey, there you go.
I don't want no coal in my stocking.
Right?
Yep.
Speaking of, do we have any Ham Radio Clubhouse stockings?
We do, actually.
I'm sure the
We
stockings
do.
are up there too.
No, they are. So I tried. I'm telling you guys, I was really.
But I
bored at
can't
work
get a
when I did
union
this.
suit. But I can't. I'm serious.
You-
I
no,
love
you
union.
can't
They don't
get a
have
union
them.
suit.
Paul being in the Northeast like me, and he's even further north.
So I
Paul,
have
is it-
two. There's a plaid Christmas stocking, and then there's
There's
like
three.
this natural. I don't have that one activated.
Oh,
I thought that one looked a little cheesy.
But let me
But
make
there
my
are a
point for
couple of
second.
stockings.
Paul, isn't it important for guys in cold weather? The layering, the base layers are extremely important. Correct?
Base layers are critical.
They're critical. They are. And I'm like I said, and I'm in Connecticut on the shoreline, and even I wear them because of my emergency work. But even just still, you just get used to it. So you start layering now. Like right now, I'm layered right now. But
We're
my
also
lay-
outside.
it's 63 degrees in the tent right
Oh,
now. It's
okay.
very. But my point is even my base layering have the different fibers. I have different layer. I have light, and then I have medium. If I needed, I even have heavy duty cold. It's so freaking cold, it's gonna fall off. That's how cold. how they give the temperature. Actually, not even
I was
go
gonna
high.
say.
It goes this way.
it's not that way here. It's 82 degrees here right now.
Wow.
But
Yeah,
Paul
it's
knows.
42.
Yeah, but Paul knows what I'm talking about. Paul, have you guys seen a snow yet?
So we did get a dusting last week. A little bit north of us got about a half an inch. Mount Washington's covered already.
Already,
A lot
yeah,
of it. Yeah, they shut that down about a month ago.
Yep.
But yeah, no, I'm going hunting and I'm layering like a good base layer and wool socks and then my military waffle thermals and then
Yep.
you keep going.
You keep on going. That's what I'm saying, Shane. We can't just think that this is Texas, this is South Carolina. Give me a
Or
tank
Hawaii.
top. Or Hawaii. Fuck
Or
you,
Hawaii.
Steve. Fuck you.
Chris, thanks for being a member for
Thanks,
19
Chris.
months, man. I appreciate you. Man. I think there was some more in there that I missed.
They should be auto starred. Let's see.
Well, we got
What-
Paul and we got Chris. That's there. How we go?
One of the guys says Izzo is like onions. We have layers. Yes, there's a lot of layers here.
Mhm.
And that's what you
Right.
got to do, man. That's what you got to do. You got to do what you got to do. So, like I said, at
Phil's got
night,
it. Layering is
where's
key.
the kid? Phil knows. Phil
Oh,
knows.
yeah.
He used to live up here.
I mean, we even do it in Texas when I wake up and it's 40 degrees outside. I still layer up. Like when we
Yeah.
go fly, I got to pee.
But you bounce, serious question. You bounce from a 40, 45 to what? To a nice 69, 79, 75, right? By midday.
Yeah, like today it was. I think we were mid 60s today. I don't think we hit 70. It was really nice today.
Wow. It was nice here in Connecticut. I think it was about 55. It was really. That's why I said I just pulled the go box. I built a brand new go box for the FT 891. I found a nice 50 caliber can, and
There you
I just threw that. I threw the 891 in there with the tuner. drilled a couple holes for the power poles for the coax. It's a little rough. I want to make some improvements to it. But once again, man, keep it simple. Grab and go. It's a grab and go box. And it's, there is a difference between carrying the F891 versus the ICOM 7300 as far as weight goes.
Oh, absolutely.
So
Try carrying it on your back through an airport.
Or listen, I'm not going to complain because what did Adam do? Adam carried up on a mountain, so I should just shut up right off the bat.
Yeah. Well,
He's gonna
Adam's
show
the
us
goat, so
Right.
Yeah.
Paul, welcome to the show, man. It's been a minute.
Yeah. Hey, thanks for having me back. I appreciate it.
Thanks for joining us. Now, you had quite an adventure here not too long ago, right?
I've had a lot of adventures. This last 6 weeks has been just jam packed with action.
What'd you do? What'd you do?
Well, so I finally went skydiving.
We saw that check
Nice.
box. Yep.
Yeah.
was it?
So that finally happened. Unreal. Absolutely unreal. I can't wait to go again. Unfortunately, I gotta fundraise and save my pennies because it's about $3,800 to get my Class A license.
Oh, you're going to go all in.
Oh yeah. You got to at this point. I'm
going
hooked.
deep. He's going deep.
Yeah.
Did you take a radio with you, or was this just a jump?
Well, so I brought the radio, but the instructor said that he had only ever jumped once with a radio and he wasn't comfortable. So I said, all right, fair enough. I guess it's the first time, so I'm just going to enjoy the experience.
Did you
There
say,
you go.
screw you guys, I'm going to Illinois?
Carlos would have let me bring it.
yes, he will. Yes, he
So
will.
what was the experience like? Was it you always see on TV and stuff like that? Is it jarring? Do you feel like you're in a bottomless roller coaster? Kind of how from the time you're up in the airplane and they open the door and you say sayonara. I mean, from that point, what's the sensation like for those that have never jumped before?
So you would expect that roller coaster feeling,
Mhm.
but you don't feel that at all. You don't feel like you're dropping. It's a sudden, you're just kind of suspended in the air and you feel the air rushing up at you.
And it's really windy.
But
windy.
I'll tell you
It's a bad hair day.
the biggest thing is I love watching Carlos's videos, right? When he first
Right.
comes out and you see everything.
He needs his
Right.
head examined.
The videos just don't do it justice. So I slow mode the section where I come out of the plane and we did a little somersault. And so like you're looking at the ground, you're looking at the sky, and then you see the horizon. And wow, like let me just tell you that you see the full curve of the earth and just everything for miles and miles and miles in every direction. You just can't put it into words. It's breathtaking.
Now, what about that sudden stop or that sudden that when they pull the parachute? Did it like rip? Did it feel like somebody reached down and snatched you out of the sky?
Not at all. Super gentle. Like you feel like you're floating, and then all of a sudden you're just kind of slow a little bit, and then you're upright, and you're like, wow, look at it.
I guess once you're under the canopy, you're kind of just floating along,
Mm-hmm.
be a little almost like ballooning.
See that,
Only
Joel?
you don't stay up.
I thought it was going to be like a wedgie.
That's what it looks like whenever you're being
Yes,
videoed.
I'm being serious. It's like that wedgie effect.
Mhm.
And the jolting, just like you said, but that's interesting. As well as the curvature, the pictures that I've seen, it just wants to say, you want to say to the smoking ape, dude, stop. Stop, ape. The earth is round. And here's another example. Thank you, Brian.
Brian
Thank you,
says,
Brian.
"Curve of the earth." What's that?
What's that?
Mhm.
It's just got to be amazing.
So, Paul, what altitude?
So we jumped it at 10,500. So it's not quite as high as Carlos, but and to answer Jeff's question there, how long was the feeling of what the fuck did I do? Honestly, that feeling was just the plane ride up. The plane ride up was a little nerve wracking. It's a small plane, everything's shaking, and you're all packed in tight like sardines in a can.
Mm-hmm.
The other tandem that was jumping with me, there wasn't even room on the seats, so they were sitting on the floor right next to the door. So she went out before me, and she got to the door and she put her arms up and she didn't want to go. And that guy leaned back, he pulled her arms in and just whoop, off they went.
Oh, he pushed her out.
Yeah.
Well, they were attached to each other, so
Okay.
he decided he wanted to go, so therefore she was the passenger by default.
Absolutely.
Well, and she wasn't getting a refund, so.
Might as well.
Yep.
That's nuts.
Oh,
So,
man.
so other than being thrown out of an airplane, what else has been in that the 6 weeks of sheer adrenaline?
6 weeks of Paul.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
That could
so
be a TV show.
I did my first summit. I did the shortest of the New Hampshire's 48 4,000 footers.
Yeah. How was that?
It was a hike, I'll tell you. It wasn't super physically exhausting, but I mean, you're going near vertical almost all the time. It's, stone staircases and real tight stone ways where you're climbing up and over the rocks. It was a good challenge. It took me about 3 hours to hit the summit. Activated my first summit. I got 4 in the log, and then instead of taking the same trail back, I thought I'd make the loop and come around the summit.
Sure, why not? Why
yeah.
Teach you.
Except I picked the wrong trail coming off the summit, and so it added
we just
6
going
and a
around
half.
and around.
Oh no, I went down the complete wrong side of the mountain.
Oh.
So the parking area and everything was off on the west side, and I went down the east side, and yeah, it added about.
Then you were like, there's no car here.
Yeah.
This doesn't look
look the
familiar.
same.
This is not where I parked.
Yeah, no, it was
Hey,
a
Paul,
long
serious
walk back.
question. So, serious question: what did you bring up with you? How did you keep? What type of backpack? What type of equipment did you bring with you for this event?
All right, I appreciate the question. So I hiked with the Gigaparts Explorer backpack
Okay.
because
Yeah.
that was my POTA bag, right? And now the longest I had ever done, walking for a POTA was like 10 minutes from the truck. So it was never anything super. I'll tell you, that bag is not designed for a 3-hour hike. It doesn't have any adjustment straps at the top.
Ooh.
So the load sat wrong, and the waist belt doesn't do a good job of like giving you that hip support. So the bag just was really uncomfortable. But I brought the 891, a 12 amp hour battery,
What antenna?
my little tablet, the Reliance NFED half-wave
Nice.
antenna,
Excellent.
40
Got
through
one.
10.
Yeah, I like that antenna. Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty neat. So at the summit, all the trees were kind of at my eye height. And so what I did was I just took the antenna and I draped it across the top of the trees all around the summit.
Keep it simple.
And
yeah.
that worked.
So for a trek like that, what do you do for water? Was it water, a power drink? What do you recommend? Trail mix. What do you recommend for somebody like, I want to say a guy like me, but somebody who wants to try something for maybe the first time like that? What are your recommendations after doing it now? For
A drive
for the
up
first,
summit.
for the first time. Yes.
Get with Adam and do his easy summit.
Yeah,
No,
definitely
from
do
Paul's
do an easier hike. But carry double the water that you think you're going to need,
Okay.
and bring a method of purifying water. So that way, if you're on the ascent or the descent and you run out of water and you find yourself getting dehydrated, you can at least stop on the side of the trail and refill your water. Most mountains have a water source somewhere nearby all these trails. So you definitely want to have a lot of water, though.
Or
Jeff
access
says
to
to
the
use a
helicopter.
helicopter.
Yeah, have access to the helicopter. Would you recommend for a first timer doing something from like we'll say May through September, or go ahead, try it now. There could be some snow. It is what it is. What do you recommend?
Well, so that depends. Some summits are actually easier in the winter because you can follow everybody's footsteps up, and then on the way back down, you can use your butt and you can kind of slide down the ski slopes on those ones. But definitely bring hiking poles. I would say hiking poles are one of those kind of underrated things that a lot of people forget, and they double as a way to hold up your antenna wire if you really need to.
That's what I was thinking of. Yeah, right. Interesting.
Vince has a good point.
What's that?
There's
There
no
aren't
bugs in
any
the winter.
bugs in the wintertime.
That's
And
true.
probably no snakes or bears.
And Paul, your area is famous. Every time we went up to New Hampshire and a few times in Vermont, it just seems like the flies. What is it with flies in New Hampshire? What seriously? What is? It's like why people go down to Florida to get away and live in nice warm. What is it with the flies in New Hampshire? Why do they like New Hampshire? I'm like, get the hell out of here. I'm on vacation. I want to enjoy myself. I don't want to have to be putting this fishnet stuff all over my face. They are just the biggest pain in the asses. Not even cigar smoke will, they got the special, against Izzo, and they just want to bug me. They are just the biggest pain in the asses. Am I right or wrong?
Is it the big black flies?
That's
No,
in
I
the
think he's
spring,
talking about no-see-ums, right? The little
No.
microscopic ones.
No, the bigger ones are usually in the spring, right?
Yeah,
I
you
thought
usually
the
get the
black
big
flies-
ones in the spring, and then through the middle late summer, you get the no-see-ums.
Ugh,
Super small.
I don't know.
Those
what
are
Good
the
to
ones
see
you have
Walt.
to check for after you're done, right? The no-see-ums.
Mm-hmm.
You got to go check your pants because you don't see them. No? Okay, just curious. So Jody says cigars with DEET.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or
Oof.
something. Oof.
I put my first beach on the air this past Saturday. I
Did you really? Nice.
Yeah, Scarborough North State Beach in
I've been there. I've been
Narragansett,
there.
Rhode Island.
Yeah, I've been there. Scarborough Beach. Absolutely. That's a great park. Huge.
Yeah, and I took tips from Walt, and I ran my radial into the ocean.
Did you really just drop it in? Yeah.
Yeah.
As well. That's a great
Excellent.
ground plane.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, worked well.
Scarborough Beach, for anybody who wants to come out here to, and Scarborough Beach is in Rhode Island, and it's a large area. Listen, all the Rhode Island stuff gets packed in the summertime, granted. But now that it's off season, it is an amazing place to go because there's what I call a lot of elbow room that you can do. And even along the let's see, you come around Scarborough Beach and you go west, and as if you're going to Misquamicut, there's about 4 or 5 other locations
Bless you.
in Rhode Island to go to, and these are thank you and Spreadshirt also has the Ham Radio Clubhouse Kleenex if you want it. For when you, no, seriously, Rhode Island's got some great, for a tiny little state. They've got some great POTA parks and everything. I've only worked like 5 or 6 of them, but each one has been absolutely fantastic. So,
Walt's got a good idea here. So y'all need to do a Roadie Beach live stream.
Walt, that would be, something, Paul. Let's get the boys together. Let's get the band back together.
Do it.
Right?
I'm serious. That would be so much
be a lot of fun.
On a
I might have to
Tuesday
fly in
night.
for that.
Yes, we go live. You can fly into it's right outside of Providence.
I can fly into Providence.
No. It's called something Green. TF Green. You can fly into TF Green. Southwest goes into TF Green.
That's probably the airport we call Providence.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
Yeah. We didn't say his name 3 times, but it looks like he's here. So I'm not going to add him until he tells me he's ready.
Oh, the 3-hour tour to get home.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
either flips us
hey,
off or
hey, hi, Mister.
Hi,
Mr. Joe Brett.
Joe.
Hey, fellas.
How was
was
your
your
Good
day?
evening, Joe Brett.
How was your day?
Doing good.
How you,
Great.
Mom?
How y'all
3-hour
doing?
tour. We're doing good, man. We're just sitting there hanging out with Paul, talking about his adventures and showing this flashy drinkware.
Joe Brett, you wanted Paul tonight. What you get what you want tonight. This is about
The hell
Joe
did I say I
Brett.
wanted Paul?
I think we have it in writing. So
Good to see you, though, Paul.
Hey, thanks,
But I
buddy.
didn't
Appreciate
want
it.
you. I mean, I guess you've already talked about jumping really high in the air.
You want us to
Yeah.
you want us to go through that again for you? So you can-
No, that's all right.
Okay.
He can
Hey,
catch
if you
over
got
the fly.
specific questions, we can hash it out.
Well, I do want to talk about what we actually named the stream tonight, which
I just
is-
wanted to see what it felt like for the guest to come in 30 minutes later.
Oh, all right.
36, yeah, not bad.
So speaking of, so Mike Tyson and Jake Paul
Yeah.
on Netflix. Who watched it? Well, who attempted to watch it?
Well,
That
in between the buffering.
yeah,
guys,
that
put
was-
a 1 in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat
If you
were
watched it.
if you were watching it. Put a
Yeah.
1 in the
The
chat.
highlight of the whole night was the girls boxing.
Oh,
I
absolutely.
agree. I agree. Incredible.
I think that was the whole reason that they did it anyway, was for that match. And I'm not a boxing fan, or I've never watched live boxing before. And watching the women's, man, they were kicking each other's tail. I mean, one of them, half her eyelid was hanging off
Did you see
after
that?
she
Yeah.
got done. Yeah,
That thing
Oh,
that
head
opened
butt.
up. That opened up like the Red Sea. It just went like
Mhm.
that
that other girl headbutted her right there on the corner of the eyeball.
three
I-
times.
I
Three
loved
times.
how nice they were at the end, talking, the nicest way they could say F you. is She's a beautiful girl. She's great, but
Nice. But
she's
here,
got a
look.
big head.
Look, I can blink through my eyelid.
The second best highlight of the evening was Tyson's ass cheeks.
You know,
That's when everybody connected.
Exactly. That's when it stopped buffering. When he turned around and was walking off, I was like, surely, no, oh no,
No.
he ain't wearing no shorts. And of course, the camera operator, was just like,
He was just as
let
interested
me,
as you.
let me zoom in. Let me try to cut that off, but they cut that quick. But I thought it was.
But you can't cut it if it's buffering, though. That's the funny
That's
part
true.
about it. You can't.
I had to
cut
reload the stream like 5 or 6
Oh,
times
gosh.
to watch it, and then what I finally ended up doing was go back like 8 or 9, 10 minutes, and just watch it in the past. Because then I had no buffering because I was watching 10 minutes in the
Yeah,
past.
so
I
what-
just couldn't get on social media to see what the fight was doing.
Right. That's the same, here at the house. I had to go pick the youngin up from school. It wouldn't work at the house. Played perfect on the cellular data on the way to school and back.
Go figure.
But I get back and I found out I can let it buffer and be like 2 minutes behind and have better luck. But then I can't pay attention to the work chat
Right.
because most of them was having the same problem, but some of them wasn't. And they be telling.
Well, there was Netflix put out this little 3 or 4 episode miniseries about Tyson getting ready for the fight.
I saw that.
And
I saw
I just
that.
thought it interesting because if you watch the way he was training and what he actually did in the ring, and I was
Oh, you
like,
could have whooped.
what?
Yeah, a lot of.
doing?
Funny
how,
you pointed that out.
how much did Jake Paul pay him to take a dive?
$20 million was Mike Tyson's cut of that. And then Jake Paul, I think, got $40 million.
But a lot of people point out because I saw those specials. I think it was like 4 or 5,
Mhm.
like a mini series, right? And when I was the parts that I did see, I'm like, and I'm saying to myself, this doesn't look like what I saw in the training. But maybe there's a reason. And I am not a boxing expert at all. I am a lover. I am not a fighter. I can take care of myself, but it was just one of those things where something's just not. But then I said, maybe it's the buffering. Maybe.
Damn it,
Well,
Mike.
and then you see, there was a couple times where Tyson rattled his cage a little bit, and you see old boy's head snap back, and I was like, oh, that wasn't in the contract.
Was it? Why was it like rocking, sucking robots?
Oh, he there's a couple of times on his jab on the left hand side, man. He popped him in the. I was like, all right,
No kidding.
but I give him props for going the whole eight rounds.
Absolutely.
Even though they were only 2-minute rounds, so we had 16 minutes in the ring. I give him props for that. And he worked for 16 minutes and got paid $20 million.
Wow.
The work chat, they was all, oh, it's going to be done in the first. It's going to be done by the fourth. And I'm like, no. I said, this is a spectacular sponsored event, man.
Mm-hmm.
I said, they're going all 8 rounds and nobody's getting knocked out. Should have put some money on it.
I last week I was like, maybe 4 rounds and Tyson's gonna knock him out. But the more I started watching like the pre-show, the more I was like, no, this is all for advertising. That's all it was.
Yep.
This is all for the ladies, to get the ladies a big viewership for that match. Because I think his Jake Paul's promotion company is big on promoting women's boxing because it's kind of an underserved market. So. I mean, if that was truly his purpose, then that's cool. But yeah,
but
they
got
should
40
have
mil
just
for
said that.
Yeah, I agree.
Exactly.
What was ST?
And he got paid 40 mil for that.
Oh, probably. That's just what people figured or found out. I'm sure the numbers are way higher than that.
Yeah, but you
with
also
all
have
the
to look at
sponsorship deals.
expenses. Right, but minus, you don't know the expenses. That's which is what we'll never know.
Well, I know there were 2 seats ringside that went for $2 million each.
Are you serious?
2 VIP seats were $2 million each.
Now listen, you all here in the clubhouse, don't you ever be bitching at us because we don't charge you. We don't charge you $2 to sit there. No, seriously,
It's free to watch us.
Yeah. Wow. No, seriously, I did not know that. I did not know there was a. But when you look at what it costs for to pay your trainer or your posse, your group, and all the logistics of getting you out there, the car, the vehicles, the hotel stays, I would love to see those numbers. It's just to see the bill.
Well,
so I saw on Twitter, someone posted that DoorDash saw a higher food delivery volume surge during that fight than they did during the Super Bowl.
Everybody was stuck at home, backing out of the app and going back.
they're like, well, hell.
Well, we're keeping the economy moving. This is what's important. This is what we do as Americans. Whether we have $1 in our pocket or not, we're still going to buy. We are still going to buy somehow, some way. So,
I was going to say, Joe, do you remember the truck that Jake Paul came out in?
Yeah.
That god awful thing.
Yeah, but that thing was
possibly
still have the 90s.
I possibly still got the magazine that it's on the cover of.
What was it? What kind of vehicle was it? Like a Hummer or something?
No, it started life as a 3500.
Got a Escalade front clip on it.
Yeah, they put an Escalade front clip on it.
Really old Escalade front clip.
Cut the top off of it. Slammed it to the ground. Yeah, it was one of the original.
There's a lot of hate on that because Grease Monkey Garage or something, built it.
Oh, Gas Monkey.
Gas Monkey.
The Gas Monkey boys? Yeah.
So there's some appreciation, just the fact that it's been built back to its glory as it was in its day. Yep. But then, if you have it built, you're a poser in the mini trucking world. You don't build it with your own hands. But I would love to have another one, but I won't build it. So
they restored it.
Yeah, they restored it.
They didn't build it; they restored it.
That's right.
Now, Joe Brett. Well, hold on. I gotta ask Joe Brett. When your truck days, and we've seen pictures of your truck days here on Clubhouse. Your low rider. Were you being like, oh, I could do that, or were you overly critical? Do you think, Joe, because of your experience with your low rider?
Oh, talking about the one they brought out on the show?
Yeah.
Oh man,
you're low rider.
It was just nostalgic to see it, man. As soon as it come rolling out, I'm like, they shouldn't be in the driver's seat of that, but
you should be in that driver's seat.
No, I wouldn't have that kind of paint job and stuff, and I wouldn't have.
You mean that
convertible.
looked like a boat?
Well, you didn't have rust. I mean, yours was rust.
That metal flake.
I painted mine rust. Yeah.
Yes, you painted your rust color.
Yeah. I would love to have a slam dually though.
So AT&T Stadium said there were 72,300 fans at there, and the total income from ticket sales was $18 million.
You reckon fire marshal was standing at the door with a little clicker?
Counting them.
It's like,
Each
clicker.
one as it come
The
in.
clicker.
one person over.
You'll have
Shut
to
this
wait.
whole thing
At
down.
18,000,
Check the ba-
18,000, you're done. Or
Check the
80,000, you're
bathrooms.
done.
Check the bathrooms in the concession stands. Well, again, but that's just that. Can you imagine how much beer was? I'm sure the concession stands, because that thing was full, right? That was full.
Oh, yeah.
That was
Oh, yeah.
So AT&T holds 80,000.
80,000. The concession stands had to be chock full with liquids and food and
Oh, yeah.
everything.
$20 a beer.
At least.
At least, right?
Mm-hmm.
I would be like $20 million I paid for this seat up front, and I can't get a free beer.
Imagine being the restaurant that was showing the fight, and then all they did was show the buffering because nobody could do anything about
I was wondering about that. Our buddy Vern, his favorite wing place, every TV was tuned to it.
it. Oh gosh.
Oh my
And I was-
god.
All buffering.
So, well, I don't know. It was just a picture, but that's the first thing I thought about was, is it even playing?
Yeah.
Is it just a still picture?
So another factoid. So the ladies fight. There were 74 million people watching, and it was it's now the most viewed women's sporting event in U.S. history.
No kidding.
Nice.
Good.
Yeah. 74
them.
million live viewers. And most of them were having to going in and out of the app so that they could watch the punches.
Which is what I did. Which is what I did twice. Cause that's when it started. That's when it started during the ladies' fight for me. The buffering started during that fight.
Mine started on the match before theirs. Like right when it was getting towards the end, you could tell people were coming on to watch the ladies fight.
There was
About 10 o'clock.
what do they call the ladies that are supposed to do the round?
Like the
Ring girls. Ring girls.
The ring girls.
Yeah,
ring
but
girl.
they didn't do that, right? They just stood there and smiled. I think behind everybody. I
They
never
didn't walk, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
they did have the things, but I didn't see them moving around.
There was a news article on one of them that I don't know if she's going to Ole Miss around here or where, somewhere kind of local. But anyway, her social media went from like 18,000 to almost 600,000.
Wow.
The internet found her,
And she didn't even have to go hike to her.
yeah, she just had to smile.
She just had to wear a bikini and hold up a number.
The Hawk Tour girl's like, well, what about me? What about me? Look
You're-
what I can do.
Okay.
Yesterday's news.
Yes,
Mhm.
exactly.
The Hawk Tour girl waved the checkered flag at the U.S. Grand Prix
Yeah.
here in Austin. Yeah.
Did anyone even recognize her? Like, who
But
are
nobody
you?
could see her. You're like 3 miles away. We're just, okay.
The checkered flag or the green flag?
Checkered flag
Oh wow.
at the end of the race. Yeah, they usually have a celebrity that does the checkered flag. But I thought for a promotional event, I thought it was well done. Like if the spirit of it was just to get the ladies boxing a big audience, that's awesome.
At least they actually fought.
Was I disappointed in watching Tyson and Jake Paul?
I wasn't, because I
It's
knew that's
kinda
what it was going to
expected.
be.
Yeah, that's kind of.
But it was a history. I watched. People were like, "Why?" Like my kid said to me, "Why you want to watch?" I said, "Because it's like a historical event."
Mhm.
I don't care who wins. It was like the Apollos when they were landing on the moon and all this other stuff.
I just didn't want to be the only person at work the next day that didn't know what everybody was talking about.
right. You didn't want to get shamed.
I was gonna say easy way around.
I wanted
that.
to
Just get on
see.
social media.
Yeah.
What did you want to see, Paul?
Yeah. I wanted to see the old school Tyson knockout,
Yes.
That would have
right?
been cool.
Yeah.
Just a little bob and weave, a nice uppercut, and Jake Paul goes down, done. That's what I wanted.
I seen a video that was analyzing it, stop frame. And so, like, Paul hits him one time, but then he had a perfect angle to come and rock his lights out. And he didn't take it.
He would have folded like
There was
a chair.
multiple opportunities.
Oh,
Do you
yeah.
think it was out of respect? Do you think
No,
it was out of
no.
respect?
Respect for who?
No, Tyson had the opportunity to lay Paul out multiple times, and he didn't capitalize on it. And yes, it was very scripted.
Yep.
Well, I won't say scripted. It was very contractualized.
All right. If Tyson was here right now, would you be saying the same thing to him? Or if he was in your
It
opponent
is
right
what
now?
it is.
Yes.
Yes,
He
you
got a
would.
$20 million.
He's not going to bite my ear off through the video.
What
It
the
was-
fuck, Mike?
That was that was interesting though. At the end, they were
I'm
like,
not-
"Why were
I'm-
you biting your glove?" And he was like, "Well, I have a biting thing."
And the guy said, I've noticed
Yeah, I know
or I've
that.
heard or something.
So Mike knew what was going on.
I don't know, man. I'm not talking bad about Mike. You all can
I'm not
just-
saying it's a bad thing.
I'm not saying it's a bad
If you're
thing. I'm
purposely
just
deceiving people, that's one thing. If you're just going out and doing a show like the WWE every week, I mean, it is what it is.
I knew Paul wasn't going to knock him out of respect, even if it was a real fight, because
Right.
he would let him go as through all 8 rounds without knocking. He's going to win the fight on points. I mean,
Right.
right, which is
That's what happens
happened.
whenever the guy
and
you're fighting doesn't throw any punches.
if he was to knock Tyson out, he'd become even more of a punk to the world,
right.
and he would take that away
Why,
from Tyson.
Joe? Why? Because you think he was said that the young guy beat up the old guy with that.
I was going to say, how old is Tyson?
58.
Yeah.
Who didn't watch the fight? Oh, he was probably buffering
Right.
when they said that.
So is that why you guys keep me around? You don't want to really take me out, but you don't want to hurt me. But
We're respectful, kind of.
we're respectful.
Guys.
To me.
We don't want somebody in a black suit showing up with a baseball bat going, "I gotta make an offer you can't refuse."
What-
The ski mask.
there ain't going to be no offer. There not going to be no offer. That ship sailed.
You're talking shit about Izzo. We need to have a conversation.
Yep.
And it's really me under the ski mask. And I go to swing
course it
the
is.
bat, and I can't hit you. I can't hit you. I hurt my back. I hurt my back swinging the bat. It was again. I really wish the technical difficulties did not occur, for whatever the reasons were.
Sure.
Okay. But it just got to be frustrating, and then I started my suspicions because I was here in the tent. I had my cigars laid out. I was watching a little bit of the YouTube. I was watching KAMRD. I was doing a whole bunch of things, multitasking things out. And then I started watching the ladies. Then it's getting good. And then the buffering started. I'm like, and then all of a sudden I'm like, this is sort of like what happened the last episode of The Sopranos, where we didn't know. For those of you who are big Soprano fans like I was, that last episode really made America very angry.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I heard guys were punching walls, kicking over garbage cans, and a whole lot worse because they were not expecting David Chase to do what he did in that episode. Everybody wanted the blame. So they were
I gotta
blaming,
Google that.
and they wanted answers. They wanted answers to why everything went. Joe, the last scene, all of a sudden, they were leading up to him. There's a lot of suspicions going on as the scene was playing, and all of a sudden, Joe, it goes black.
But there was a guy that was coming in to kill him.
How do
He
you
went
know
into
that?
the bathroom.
Well, how do you
And
know
then
that?
and then as soon as he comes out of the bathroom, everything goes black.
Because you're saying that everybody who wears a members only jacket is a bad guy.
Yes, and
He's a
Bruce
wise guy.
absolutely, yes,
He's a wise guy.
absolutely.
Honey, take my members jacket and burn it. Or give it to Goodwill. No, but right, I understand. But again, it was that whole thing of it went black, and you could not get.
That's usually what happens when you die.
Right, and you could not go
goes
further. Well, that's what happened with this Netflix thing last Friday night. Everything just stopped, and it got frustrating. I went in the house and I'm like, Jesus! I'm like, everyone's phone is streaming. This is the problem around here.
Right? Exactly.
Exactly. That's
Thanks,
exactly
Paul.
what happened. That's exactly what happened. I want. It's midnight and I wanted to rip the house apart, shut the modem off, reset it, do this, go outside, make sure we're still connected to the wire.
Why didn't you just back it up in 10 minutes?
I got tired of doing that, and I'm like, this
you
is
don't
the
have
money.
done it once.
I work hard for my money, and when I want something, but that's
Instant
my
gratification.
point. No, the
And y'all
point
blame
was
that
is
on the
we
millennials.
We wanted to see this fight. We wanted, regardless of anything.
It's my money, and I want it now.
Yeah, yes, JG Wentworth. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. But again, the human emotions were all stirring, and I'm just a simple guy who just wanted to have a cigar and watch a fight. I'm just a simple guy. Can you imagine the people who had money on this thing and investments in this thing?
You know how I ended up being able to watch it?
How? What'd you do?
So I jumped in the Discord with the Flag and Torch guys, and we're all struggling with the buffering. And we've got one guy that's a legally immigrated citizen from the Russia area. And so he speaks Russian fluently, and he pulled up a Russian feed of the fight.
He didn't have no damn buffer.
No buffering
Are
at
you
all.
serious?
Them son of guns with some internet.
We were about 60 seconds delayed, but there was no buffering at all. The rest of us are losing our damn minds because it's just buffering. Yeah.
Comrades, come over here. I got vodka and Sputnik over here. Let's go. I'm serious. You laugh at Sputnik, I'll show you Sputnik. See, that's what I'm saying. And this is America. Come on, Netflix. And Netflix, you're going to be doing a football game.
Yeah, NFL and wrestling.
Wrestling. Let me tell you something. They better not pull that shit with NFL.
Look, Mike said no buffering in the UK either.
Go figure. Well, let me tell you something.
That's it. I'm moving. Bye. See y'all.
All right. I watch football. I watch football like how I watch the boxing. I don't care. I just want to see a good game. I don't really care. Okay. If that happens, you mark it now. What's this show? 190th something show?
192.
Well, you mark my words, brothers. If something happens to Netflix during a football show, the football people will go crazy.
There will be riots.
They will retaliate.
Netflix needs to carry the Super Bowl.
The stock will drop. The stock will drop faster than Paul jumping out at 10,000 feet, and there will be wedgie. There will be a lot of wedging going on because it will hurt. It will hurt. But you don't mess around with football people. Football people, baseball people, and hockey people. You don't mess with them. They want their sport. I'm telling you, man.
You forgot your pickleball brethren.
Yes, them too.
Is that a thing now?
Yes, big time.
Is it professional pickleball?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Is it the Dill Pickle League?
Sent out something at work about pickleball. I was like, pickleball? What do you
They
do?
built
Throw
a pickleball
pickles?
court at my office.
They're spending millions across America on the park, the nets, the attire, the rackets, the whole thing. That's a multi-billion dollar thing now.
But isn't it
The
just
silliest old people's game?
And you don't mess with the old people. You don't mess with the old people.
That's true.
Here, I'm going to show you guys this. I'm going to present.
Oh God.
What are you going to show us? A pickleball tournament?
No. That's what they built at my work.
Yes, we have one. We have one too. We have one too.
And it's in use constantly.
Yes.
Wow. You
While
guys aren't
people are
doing any
supposed to be
work?
working?
No, they're on their pickleball break.
Oh.
Oh, that's a thing?
Is that separate from their lunch break?
Yeah, that's separate from the lunch break. They got to go in and it's for employee health.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
So they take their smoke break and then they take their pickleball break?
Exactly. Yep.
And then when they're done, they have to walk in with a coffee. Go figure.
Well, I mean, they have showers and things in our operations center, so they go in, they get their workout, and go back to work. I presume that
Yeah.
I got work to do, so I don't get to go out there and play pickleball.
Do you get all sweaty playing pickleball? I mean, this was a game invented for 65 and older.
I've never played it, so I don't know if you get sweaty or not.
Because it reminds me of a wiffle ball.
Well, yeah. So it was seniors that couldn't play tennis anymore. They wanted to still play a game, and they invented the pickleball for seniors.
All right, I'm going to get on my rant. I'm officially going to get on my rant. What I don't understand about this pickleball, and if you're doing that, thank you. If you're going to go out and play pickleball, I get it. Listen, exercise is exercise because I don't exercise, so who the hell am I to be saying what I'm saying? But there's this thing called table tennis, aka ping pong. It's already there. It's already there. And you could be in a wheelchair. You could be a 3-year-old. You could be, I don't care who you are. You could be 99 years old. But why did we have to reinvent something that's already there? I don't understand. Thank you, Mike. Pickleball is just tennis on 80. You're absolutely right, Mike.
Pickleball is just tennis on 80 meters.
It's ping pong is there. I play ping pong table tennis, and you could do it inside the house. We had our ping pong table or table tennis was inside the inside our basement.
Well, you set it up with the red solo cups at the other side, right?
No, that was later. That was later in life. We learned about that.
We also have sand volleyball and basketball.
What's the 3 little red dots there in the middle? Is that some of those
chairs?
Merry-go-rounds?
That's just chairs.
Oh. Thought you had a full-blown playground out there.
Well, basically.
To it.
Jason saying structured exercise isn't high on my list of priorities. No, it isn't. It probably should be. I should be out at least walking every day. I don't.
I agree.
I don't. But I don't understand the pickleball thing.
You wouldn't think that there was only one airline that operates out of Dallas Love Field, but just saying.
That's just one terminal.
We only have one terminal at Love Field.
Is that Steve's terminal? Is that somewhere that was supposed to be Steve's plane? Somewhere that was
he
supposed
decided
to be?
to go to the other airport.
Oh, yeah, to the other airport. Oh,
and
that's
Love.
So what kind of work are you supposed to be doing right now, Steve? I mean, not describe in detail, but you're supposed to be working right now, right?
No, actually, it's 3:00 now.
Oh, it's POTA time.
It's POTA time. Actually, it's 4:00 now.
4:00.
Yep. So it's beer 30.
There you go.
But
Steve, is there any exotic foods that you're going to have an opportunity to try that you don't have in South Carolina? You know, anything different?
There's a ton of different stuff out here.
If you need some recommendations,
the
my
Wendy's
coworker is like the guru of restaurants in Hawaii, so I can get you some of those.
Lionfish.
Mm-hmm.
Lionfish?
Yeah.
Okay.
Lionfish.
Is that a fish or a name of a place?
No, it's a fish.
It's a fish.
Oh.
It's a poisonous fish, but it's super, super good.
So
I
how are you
guess
supposed to eat it?
Out, right?
How are you supposed to? Yeah, I want to know how are we supposed to eat this thing if it's poisonous?
That's up to the chef.
It's one of those. If it's not cut right, you're done.
Yep.
Yes,
we have to trust the chef.
Don't trust me.
I was gonna say, Shane, are you allowed to talk about the incident at Love Field?
No.
Okay.
I can say.
Let Steve tell it.
I can right.
I've only seen bits and pieces of the news.
It wasn't intentionally directed at an aircraft, and there is a neighborhood that is adjacent to the airport that is not known to be the best place, and they like to celebrate a lot by shooting things into the sky. And
so it's like parking at what's that? Not Midway, but O'Hare, and coming home to not have your car.
Yeah, or LaGuardia, or it's just not. That's about all I can say. That's what the police report says, anyway.
I mean, that really got out of hand fast.
It did, really.
Wow. Very good.
But Shane, I did hear that you lost your crown.
I better not have.
Yes, you did. Apparently, Ziggy drove off with an amp on top of his truck. So you lost your crown?
God!
Oh, no.
Are you serious?
Oh, no.
I want to link to the video.
Oh no!
I bet it didn't get caught on video, unfortunately.
Oh.
He's gonna have to reenact that one.
Oh, jeez. I want to know what amp it was.
Yeah, really.
Sucks.
And is the amplifier still working? There you go.
I mean, and probably at some point it will be when it's rebuilt.
I was gonna say Ziggy will rebuild it.
some battles. So there's nothing wrong with a little bit of battle scars.
No, that's
Yeah,
if you get
Shane,
tuned for it.
the highlight of my video that premiered tonight before the Clubhouse was the radio that was sitting on the table. And you know what? It didn't fall off the table.
It didn't jump off the table?
Did the antenna fall over and drag it?
No,
saying is-
it stayed right there.
So
that incident was operator error.
Yeah,
I don't know. It was caused by. It was an act of nature. The wind blew the antenna down.
You're saying the
That's my
error
story
was
and I'm sticking
between
to
the
it.
chair and the tailgate, is what you're trying to tell us.
You know, they make slip-on PL 259s.
I agree. Thanks, Paul. It was more like, and you know what's going to happen is I'm going to have to go in and cut all these sounds out because we're going to get a content strike for it. You watch. As soon as this airs, I'm going to go in, and it goes through the processing. I'm going to get an email that says this video cannot be monetized. Blah 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 blah.
They cut out my rants too.
Music that we don't have licenses for.
I just
Well,
like that
here's-
Paul's getting all the blame.
Yeah, here's one for you, okay?
Can't tie my shoes, but I can fuck your bitch.
Oh,
Uh-oh. We're done.
Now you're getting demonetized.
Oh, I almost dropped my cigar on that one.
Oh,
You're
man.
welcome, Shane.
Oh my god!
Emotional damage.
I keep a meme. I keep a meme on my phone because I've been fat all my life, and when I found this, I can't even clean it up. I can't even say what I want to say. So I should probably just stop right.
God,
Oh, jeez.
this show just
You're
went to
done.
shit.
You're done. Sorry, but you're done.
Yep. Oh, my
No,
God.
All
you
right,
didn't-
Paul. Nice. Thanks for stopping by tonight.
Hey, thanks for having me.
I don't think it's all Paul, though.
No.
not.
Here's the thing.
I see him grinning
Paul-
over there.
But Paul, what did you tell me? What did you tell me when I sent you the message this morning? Do you remember what you said? I said, "Do you
Yeah,
want
I
to come on?"
Gonna frame him for all
No,
this
I
shit.
said,
What'd
"Do
he
you want
say?
to come on to this show tonight?" You know what he says to me? Go ahead, you say it, Paul.
I said it would be my honor to bring down your show or something like that.
Decrease everything, right? Decrease.
Right? Bring down the
Congratulations.
Oh, jeez.
He's like, I love it when a plan
ratings.
comes together.
You wait. I've got to go edit this podcast. So just you
This podcast is going to be
wait. And
this
cut out all
podcast.
this crap.
This is going to be a 10-minute podcast.
Yeah, it's
Joe
all-
Brett, I love you tonight. I just gotta say,
Joe Brett wanted you tonight. And I
Mm-hmm.
delivered. That's all I'm going to say. I delivered.
I'm actually curious.
Absolutely
how many of those are gonna get caught.
Take an
Anyway.
hour-long show and knock it down to an 8-minute podcast.
Yeah, pretty much.
Hi, everybody.
but see, this is why you wanted me here, right?
Exactly. That way I wouldn't have to edit a podcast this week. I'll just skip this episode.
Go say 30 hours of editing the podcast.
Right?
I don't know. Does the Northeast boys, what are y'all called? The troublemakers up
Live
northeast.
free and ham.
Oh well, yeah, I knew that.
Yeah, those guys up north.
The
Those
guys up there. You go. Yeah.
Those guys up north.
I mean, who takes care of the copyright stuff?
Oh, that's all Eric. Yeah, Eric's got
Oh.
all the copyright stuff.
Corporate guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Eric is like the Shane up there.
Yeah,
Yeah. Thanks, Mike.
and I'm the
Double check
Izzo.
if you're still monetized. We'll
Super
find out
chats are
after
still-
the live show.
We're gonna have to turn this into a Jerry Lewis telethon here in a minute to raise some money.
I didn't bring my stream
Boys
deck
on
with
the
me. I don't have the Buy Me a Coffee link.
And you know what?
Yeah, I know.
and Beer Snack is watching right now with that.
It's in the description.
You know, and you know what Beer Snack is doing? Every time there's a strike, he's like calculating. You're like, Jesus, Jesus, Shane.
Taking out of Shane's budget.
Pretty much.
Next time Shane wants something from me, no.
There's the bathroom again.
Well,
Oh Lord.
so
I'm just gonna leave you some bitches here to suffer. Y'all just carry on.
We're just gonna sit here and catch our breath now. Okay, look. So he did have to go to the bathroom because he just muted himself.
No, we don't want to hear it, so that's fine. I was gonna say now
You know-
Paul hits the soundboard.
No, I was going to say, so I got to be on a recording for Jason, Ham Radio 2.0 last night with the Tuesday night playlist crew. And I just want to say that, you know, while I got to be on your show before I got to be added into the playlist, like, it's super awesome. Like the whole community of ham tubers is very welcoming, very helpful. You know, I like getting the feedback on my videos and ways that I can do better. And these live streams are just a way to have fun. And so I appreciate being invited and I appreciate being involved. And it's good to be here, man.
Well,
You know
I
what?
gotta say,
Good to have you.
congrats on 2K.
Yeah, congratulations.
Thank you.
You just started like 2 months ago, right?
No, so I've had my channel. No, seriously though. But I've had the channel since 2014. I haven't done anything with it till this year, and I got added onto Live Free and Ham last December. So I started the channel, and I literally went from 1 subscriber to where I'm at now, which is I think 2.2. And it's because of the exposure of you know, you guys, and like, I wouldn't have gotten the growth that I've gotten if it wasn't for stuff like this.
Listen, Liz is his Academy Award speech, and he's thanking us, the Clubhouse. You would never
Thank
think
you,
you'd hear that.
Clubhouse.
So screwed.
Well, you know, so no, seriously, a lot of us, you know, listen, we get ribbed, we get joked that we don't talk radio around here. But you know something though, in reality, everybody's doing radio so
There's
much.
plenty of radio shows.
Just come here on a Tuesday night and just relax and laugh and just, you know, what I mean, you know, whether you had a hard day, crazy day, just relax. If Netflix buffers last night or later on tonight when you're watching, whatever, man. The blood pressure is nice and cool now. We're just men. We got some ladies here. We're just
Please
gonna have.
note that due to the random nature of the Ham Radio Clubhouse, we are not liable for damages to keyboards, monitors, laptops, cell phones, tablets,
I miss Beer
electronic
Snack.
devices, seating, bedding, or vehicle interiors as a result of your inability to retain your beverage in your oral cavity
true.
whilst consuming such beverage. If you happen to pass your beverage through your nose, it may hurt.
It might.
We also remind you that motor vehicle accidents, traffic citations, or general stares from the uninitiated because of laughter from listening to the Ham Radio Clubhouse, while embarrassing for you, are still not our fault. Please invite the law enforcement officers at the scene to listen. That might help. As far as the awkward glances from passersby, well, you're on your own. Thank you for enjoying the Ham Radio Clubhouse responsibly.
Thank
That's
you for that,
amazing.
Shane.
Enjoy the show.
That's amazing.
And all
I
I
was
can
sitting
tell
there
you,
last night going through all these old episodes, and I'm like, when does he say it? I know he said it multiple times. And I was like, wait a minute. Hey, Shane, you got that sound bite?
Yep. Oh, we've missed Beer Snack. Hopefully he
That
can
son
join
of a
us at
gun.
some point. He needs to request off for the 200th show. Just saying.
or at least coming up in
Otherwise,
December.
This bank account's gonna be empty when I'm done.
Mm-hmm.
Funny, you don't have a card to the bank account, so
That's why.
I can use a virtual card.
shit.
Yeah, but
Yes,
it's sort of like when you were younger, you do something on a Thursday or Friday, but then you're going to hear about it on Monday or Tuesday. So it's like one of those, you know, you got to weigh, is it worth it?
Beer Snack. Shane gave away a 7610. What are we gonna do about it?
What's he going to do? What's he going to do? Fire you? He's going to
Yeah,
fire
exactly.
you?
He's gonna cut my salary in half.
Yeah.
Half of nothing, still nothing.
That's right.
Let's start streaming 3 times a week.
Just to make up for it.
Exactly.
Oh wow.
What do y'all think of the shorts? I haven't asked you guys.
I haven't seen them. Stand up.
Oh,
The
hello.
YouTube shorts. Wise ass.
I thought he meant the nice.
I didn't order those.
You ain't got the
Holy
quarter zip?
shit.
See, what did I tell
My
you
best
guys?
friend's
What did
gay?
I tell
Oh
you?
my god.
What did I tell you?
What?
I was kidding.
I wasn't
I was kidding before saying my order came in except for my quarter zip, and Joe Brett's going to be.
Yep.
ripping
You
me.
know what? And on my way to work this morning, friend, family,
Yeah.
I listened to what you said when I wasn't there last week.
Yeah. What did I say?
Tell you was a little upset about Joe Brett calling you out on the quarter zip.
Well,
I think you even used the F-bomb, man, and it wasn't fun.
and here's the funny thing about it. So this other project that I'm working on, I ordered myself a quarter zip so I could look like a professional when I attend meetings and other things.
With
And
the
the
Clubhouse
first thing-
logo on it. Uh-huh.
Without the Clubhouse. No, but this is another logo on it, right? And it had my name over here. And I looked in the mirror and I said, damn, Joe Brett's going to say, I look good. I look good. And I said, well, then maybe he won't say I look good.
You do look
He's
good,
just-
Izzo.
He's gonna say, "Oh, look, he's in another quarter zip."
He's just changing quarter zips.
I don't. I see you in a quarter zip. I may be like, hey, I actually like a quarter zip, and order me one. Huh?
You have to, Joe. I am telling you, the quarter zip is a nice. It started off when I joined the fire.
Well, what is the
department.
quarter zip? Is it like just start right here at your
Starts-
chest?
Yeah,
starts
it's a-
right there.
Oh yeah, I got a bunch of those in the.
It's
in
a
the
quarter of
closet.
the way down.
Still got the tags on. 'Em.
It's a quarter of the way
Won't
down.
wear them in public.
Get them for Christmas, and I just put them in the closet.
I'm going to get one of the polos.
Golly, man, you gonna get that
Those
$79
polo shirts
Under
look
Armour?
nice.
Did you see the one that I put my call sign on? Because you
No.
can do that. You can put your logo on one side and call sign on the other.
I hadn't. No,
Pretty slick.
you hadn't
Pretty
showed
slick.
us nothing.
I was gonna say,
I did.
the problem with the quarter zips are usually they've got that adjustment down at the waistband. You got to make sure
No,
that
not
doesn't
all of
slip
them.
in the way of something.
No, yeah, well, that's goes without saying. I think.
Dun dun dun.
Why am I
What?
bigger than the rest of you?
Yeah, is Paul finna do a solo segment or something?
Let me tell you a story.
This is story time.
We want to bump him up to 2. He told us he was 2.2. Let's make him 2.3 now.
Get them up to 2.5.
I had something in here.
Wait, I'm Steve.
What?
What the hell does a quarter zip got to do with any affection in the waistline?
There was
That's a full
chief
zip.
No, there was a police
No.
chief that was wearing a quarter zip and had the adjustment at the waistline.
The drawstring with the little
Some of them do.
thing,
yeah.
Some of them
the
do.
elastics on the sides. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
It got in the way of a certain device as he was putting it away and shot himself in the ass.
That
Oops.
would suck.
That's called a negligent discharge.
Yeah. Be careful with that loose clothing, man. Yeah, I had a jacket like that. That was an
Here
issue
you go,
jacket,
Paul. See?
and I was like, "This is awful." As long as you had
Yes.
it had the button snap, that went behind the holster.
Mm-hmm.
But if you
Now
didn't
tell me
have the
that's a
button
dry
snap,
fit polo.
It's a regular polo, but I do have a dry fit in there.
Shane got the
All right,
whole store
I'm
on
getting
there.
I'm getting the dry fit with my call sign.
Let me
Hell
go
yes.
activate that.
Shane,
Can
did you activate the baby onesie and bibs and all that too?
No.
I just told him I want my union suit.
This isn't a union job.
I don't care if it's red or white or black. I want my union suit.
No, it's
The
blonde.
hell?
No, it's got to be red. It's got to be red.
Technically, it has to be red per all any region in North America. It has to be red. I get it.
Yeah.
But
I have two of them.
you do have to.
I thought it had to be orange and say, Connecticut DOC on it.
I haven't been gotten caught yet.
Man, that really sucks. That cup's empty.
What happened,
that's
Joe
nice.
Brett? Oh, he's empty.
He's empty.
He's
Had to get the
empty.
spare.
Had the tin cup ready, huh, Joe?
Hey, I'd give you a pour, but you're a little far away.
What's that,
14
Paul? What do you got? What do you got, Paul?
It's just a Glenn Levitt 14.
What is that like?
Just-
In the level of is that Is that rot gut or is that something?
No, it's about an $80 bottle. I'd say a good mid-grade Scotch.
Okay, you just made Joe Brett's eyebrow go up, so that means it's expensive.
Well, mid-grade Scotch is about $80. That's
okay. Oh.
I was browsing the aisles, and I was like, my wife was waiting outside, and I was like, how bad would it be if I bought this $380 bottle? I don't even know what it was. I just saw the price tag and I was like, that's got to be good. It's got to be good.
No radio for you.
There's no place to sleep for me. Not even the couch.
Hey, Paul, are you familiar with the rest stops
Sure,
on Interstate 93?
I'll be back.
That's a personal question, is though.
Yeah, that's kind of specific.
No. You'll see where I'm going. You'll see where I'm going with this. Paul.
Right.
in Massachusetts or New Hampshire?
In New Hampshire, Interstate 93 has got these 2 rest stops on both sides of the highway.
Oh, in Concord. Yeah.
Concord.
Yep.
And I think it's the southbound side has the big, huge liquor store.
No, it's on both sides.
It's on both sides? Okay, well, I remember stopping in on the southbound side, and there was tequila there for $4,000. And it was signed by, I don't know if it was Van Halen or Rolling Stones. They all had their signature. But they had a nice, guitar box with it, the whole memorabilia. And I'm saying to myself, is this worth $4,000? And how do I, and is it good tequila? And what do you do? Who do you invite over to share the $4,000 tequila?
No
one.
Because you're doing binds.
Because I know how I feel with like a $40 or $50 cigar. I realize it.
I'm with Brian. Since when did rest stops have a liquor store?
They do in New Hampshire.
So let me explain New Hampshire. New Hampshire, the state holds the liquor, all the liquor. So if you want to buy any hard liquor, you have to go to a state-run liquor store. And yes, they have them at the rest stops. Yeah. You can't buy liquor at any place other than the state-run liquor stores.
Now, are these state employees
What
too?
about a bar?
So this is at the bar
Yeah,
too?
it is the state of New Hampshire liquor store. There's no bar. No, you go to the bar, you pay bar prices.
No,
but if you just want to go to the store and buy a bottle, you have to go to a state liquor store.
And I got to tell you something. I saw, and again, and you guys know me. I'm not a drinker. The only thing I know is tequila and a few other things. But bourbons and scotches, they had aisles and aisles. They had like an aisle just for schnapps.
Mm-hmm.
And all the I'm like, oh my God, it's either am I missing out on something or are people really buying this stuff? But then again, it wouldn't be there if people weren't buying it. So they're buying it. They're buying it. It's just that I just never seen so many varieties. And that's why I need someone knowledgeable just to give me a tour.
I found out.
If you need help buying a 4,000 bottle of tequila, let me know.
Some of these stores, so like what Shane just said, you ain't going to find it on the shelf. They're going to keep that behind the counter for their regular VIP customers.
Well, Joe, this was in a secure locked glass area.
For $4,000, you better have a gun next to it.
You weren't touching it. You couldn't touch it. Trust me. I mean, it had the lights in the showcase.
I mean, you can touch it once.
That's it, right?
Yeah, but so if it's not even a super expensive bottle, right? So like Blanton's, right? Blanton's sells out of New Hampshire liquor stores as soon as they get it in. So what they do is all of those kind of bourbons and stuff that sell fast, they keep in the back room and they do a lottery. And so you got to go onto their website and you got to submit yourself into their lottery.
No kidding.
And they'll say, yeah, okay, you get a bottle, and you get to go to the store and then say, all right, yeah, I get a bottle.
Opportunity to buy a bottle.
Yeah, exactly. Of overpriced Blantons.
We're going to allow you to win yourself an opportunity to pay us money.
Now, Paul,
there's a
are there
liquor
other
store
things
that's
like
not
that?
far from me that on that allocated, the special allocation stuff, so what they call it here in Texas. He does like a point system where when you shop throughout the you rack of points, and then for X amount of points plus whatever the cost of it is. Like he had a bottle of Blanton's up there for $40. You know, and it was like 1,000. It's like 10,000 points and $40 to buy the bottle. That's the actual price of Blanton. That's $40. It's
So the
not
more you
expensive
buy,
shit.
so the more you buy from there reduces
The
the
cost.
the cost of the bottle.
Yeah.
That's I don't know what I can't remember what they got. A couple of friends of mine, they went up to Kentucky, stopped at the store, and they was looking for something in particular, and the woman that was working the store wouldn't entertain it until they spent about $300, and then all of a sudden they were on the regulars list,
I
and
thought
she
you were
pulled
going
it
to
out
call it the
from
do
behind.
not disturb
Oh
list.
wow.
Then she brought it out from the hiding spot. So yeah, you had to be on the list. You had to be a known.
Is this stuff really? I mean, I know about it more in the cigar world when these
Yeah, same
this
thing with
stuff comes
cigars,
out.
probably.
When this stuff comes out, but cigars, a good reserve that's been aged 4 years. See, a lot of stuff coming out now is not being aged, but some of the blenders are now doing these specialties. And like what's being done today in 2024, we won't know about it until 2027, 2028. You don't even know what it is. So I'm wondering if liquor is sort of the same thing, because obviously you have your own aging process for stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But is it the marketing but that gets behind it that makes it even more special?
There's also a way to cheat that 4-year requirement that it has to be aged before 4 years. Because they'll take a barrel that's 10 years old and a barrel that's 5 years old, and they'll blend it with the barrel that's brand new, and now you have a 4-year-old blended whiskey.
Because of the age of the barrel?
So that's for blended, but so for American, like it has to be aged in a new barrel.
Doesn't say that it has to be. Doesn't say that the liquid coming out all had to be from the same barrel. That's where they get it. They mix because if you've ever watched a line like Jack Daniel's, if you go to the distillery, they have a line where they roll those barrels up, and all of those barrels get emptied into one big vat, and then it pumps it over the top of, and it fills the bottles that way. It doesn't get pulled from one individual barrel unless you buy the single barrel, right?
I'm not really a stickler for that. It's just got to be good and within budget.
Yeah,
that's how
I like single barrel.
See, it's funny you said that, Joe, because that's how I am with cigars. Because I've had a $40 cigar, I've had a $60 cigar, and don't get me wrong, nice. It didn't knock my socks off, but there's this one cigar I smoke every once in a while. It's called my celebration cigar, and that's a $22 cigar. And there is a difference. I could taste the difference between my 10s, my 12, my 14s versus my 22. But after the $22 one, there's nothing that really matches the $22 one. It's just, maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me and my palate. So I won't go searching for that $40 or $50 cigar. I haven't. To me, it's like I'm wasting money.
You don't subscribe to that little thing they put in the sales ads, to that little cigar thing where you get monthly cigars to try?
Yeah,
I do.
Do you really?
Yep, $25 a month, and I get 3 cigars a month.
3 cigars.
Yep.
Wow.
Eight
I'm trying to
bucks a
think.
piece, but they're all one-offs, so you can't get. They only have a limited supply.
I mean, you probably shouldn't smoke more than 3 a month, right? I mean, besides Izzo, at least 4 months for him, because
I've had
Once
a week.
this week.
No, some days it's 3 or 4 a day. It all depends what's going on for the day.
Right.
man, I ain't touched a cigar since college days playing poker.
Yeah, but how about Chudo?
I used to show up with like every flavor White Owl they had, man. I was the dude. What'd you say?
Wow.
Izzo,
But
what
you
about-
chew though. But you still put that chew in your mouth, right?
You still put that? Yeah.
Is that, all right then.
Back of the lip.
All right then. So that's tobacco too. So you're probably doing the same as what I'm doing in amount for a cigar, I bet, right?
No, I'm getting the cheapest they got, pretty much.
No, but you're still putting the same amount in your mouth, probably, is what I'm saying. The same.
Oh, more
Again,
nicotine wise.
I'm not comparing how much you put in your mouth. I'm sorry, I'm out on that.
Usually the problem is what comes out of my mouth. Let's just.
Stop it! I keep thinking it's over.
Oh my God, that sounds terrible. That sounds like Joe Brett trying to leave the shack.
Open the door.
Look at Paul. Look at that.
In that bright orange hoodie. That he would have been easy to see coming out of the sky.
So, Steve, since I wasn't here, what was it like? What was it like over there in the land?
In the
In the
Aloha
land of
land.
paradise?
On the island. On the big island.
It's freaking hot.
The land of make-believe.
Yeah, really. There you go.
It's hot?
Currently 82 degrees and humid.
Are you on the main island?
He's
Yeah,
on
I guess.
Honolulu.
Honolulu.
Is there, Steve? Is there like a breeze blowing or?
Yeah, there's a little bit of a breeze. It's not much.
Let me ask you. This is
Probably
what I
rain tonight.
this is what I meant to. What I was trying to get at. Is it just another place once you got there, or is it actually kind of cool?
Is it paradise?
I mean,
Not temperature wise.
there are some cool sections. And
Did you know that time I bought
Yeah,
a Corvette one time,
Mm,
and then I drove it. I'm like, it's just another freaking car.
another freaking car. Yep.
It goes fast, but it's just a car.
You know, I did that with my first wife, and then the same thing with my second wife. You know, after a while, you just got to be
Just
like,
a wife. Yeah.
His wife.
It's
Just
just
another
a
woman.
girl, just another woman.
They come and go.
He's
They got
in
it right.
Honolulu, but the island is Oahu. Sorry. I didn't want to offend
Yeah.
anyone from Hawaii.
How-
So
So you're there all week. I wonder if
All
I can
week.
make a call and get a. How cool would it be if you showed up on a Dog the Bounty Hunter episode?
you gonna tell
As the
somebody
suspect,
Yeah.
Cue that music now. That's where you cue the music.
Uh-huh. You would do it too, wouldn't you?
Absolutely. Like,
Son of a.
I would
this
figure
guy's
out.
got a warrant.
Right.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I got a $1 million bond on him. Yeah, exactly.
You thought it was them, didn't you? Oh, man.
No, I didn't tell you what hotel I'm in, so.
I don't even know if you ain't got to tell me.
He knows.
I know, that's the scary part.
That shade of wall behind you gives it away, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's
They
not a
all-
Holiday Inn because of the
No.
blinds. Mhm. I stayed in one of those last week.
Hmm.
Jody says, housekeeping, FBI.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Steve, is it a lot of pineapple? Because I love pineapple. I can eat that.
Whoa, whoa,
I love pineapple. I can eat that stuff
whoa,
all day long.
whoa.
Joe,
You
he
got a
didn't know.
pineapple hanging outside your front door?
Into the thick of it.
Oh, God.
Into the thick of it. Into the thick of it. Oh,
I don't know. Why do I sense there's a joke in there somewhere that I don't know what I don't know
Yes,
what
I
that
will
means?
explain later. We'll explain later.
We'll,
Hey,
we'll expand on
Izzo,
that
do you hang
outside
a
of the,
do you hang a loofah from your door handle? What's your favorite color? What's that place called? The Village?
Why can't we end the stream now? Why can't we end? Who has the access to that button to end the stream?
We all do.
Oh, sure, but we don't want to hit that button now.
Mm-mm.
Why do I feel like something just went over my head?
We'll explain later. Is all.
Go- Google it.
That's
The
that's what
Villages.
makes it
No,
great.
no, don't
Google-
Google it. Don't Google
Google
it.
what happens if I hang a loofah outside my
I'm gonna do
You're
it.
going to
You
hang
get
it on your
company.
doorknob.
Is it the doorknob or is it off the golf cart?
golf cart.
In that community is wherever,
golf
I'm
cart.
sure.
Yeah.
No,
Golf
it's
cart or off their antennas or on their car.
in the subdivision, it's or apartment complex, whatever. Yeah, it's amazing how many people live there, though. Man, that's wow.
How do you spell
Julie
loofah?
Julie says it's the golf carts.
Yep.
Oh, okay, thank you, Joe.
How do you spell loofah?
I don't know.
Oh,
LOOFAH.
son.
Loofah.
And see, Julie knows because she works there.
Yeah, exactly.
That's when Izzo figures it all out.
Hmm.
Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids.
Poor kids.
They're talking the difference between loofah and sponges. I don't understand what you
No.
guys are.
Is a
Loofah's
loofah
and
and the
sponges.
villages.
It's
What?
Villages, Florida.
Villages? Okay.
Yeah. Chat, I expect better of you. None of y'all better be Googling this. You're better than this.
See, Douglas agrees. LOOFAH.
Lou.
Loofah.
But yeah, Joe, to answer your question, I'm in an
Oh, I know what you guys are talking about now.
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh, it finally clicks.
But you're talking about hanging it on the vehicle. Where would you put it on your vehicle? Like, I'm a ham radio operator. Do I hang it
Put
from
it
one
on
of
your
my
antenna.
antennas? On one of the antennas?
Yeah.
Yep.
It's a code. Oh,
It is. It's a top secret code. It
There's
is
a whole
top
color
secret
chart.
code.
Yes,
Better be careful what color you
There's a color guide over here too. They're talking about.
Oh,
There
yeah.
is, yeah.
You are into the thick of it.
Oh. So,
Apparently, Steve's color is teal.
I see what the teal is for.
Oh,
Very
my gosh.
interesting. They use colors.
Yeah. For a lot of things.
And you know something, and Mr. Crayola has got to be rolling around in his grave. His idea was just to create crayons and colors, and then you had kids eating them, and now you got old people using this as code guides. And
Into the thick of it.
and you have Marines eating them.
Yeah, that's what I say, man. Don't be calling the Marines kids.
No.
Yeah. Hey, crayons are good sources of protein.
and during emergency,
Except the white ones, they're
I
just
just would
plain.
love to see the statistics on in Google about how much the Googling of the Villages loofah code has gone up in the last 15 minutes. I would love to see those. I want a pie chart.
Oh God, no.
Because we know at least they got at least 80 something searches.
Now here's the problem. Now it's going to look at my analytical data, and then before you know it,
Yeah.
next week I'm going to be getting
Yeah,
brochures.
invitations, what you're gonna
I'm going to be getting tomorrow.
Your
There's
For
going
You
to
page.
there's going to be a real estate agent here in Connecticut saying, "Sell your house. You're going to Florida." Is
Yeah.
And all your Timu ads are going to be for loofahs.
Yeah.
That's
You're gonna have to-
interesting,
You
though.
have to start an Only Loofahs channel.
That is not interesting, is it?
Well,
No.
I mean, it's not for me, but I can get.
I don't need it. I don't need
Right.
it.
Don't
Listen.
need it.
Definitely.
Listen, I can respect them. You know something? They're just like ham radio operators. Some of us like POTA, some of us like soda, some of us are hunting,
Sure.
some of us are activators, some of us
Some
just
of us
want
just
to
want
sit.
really good exfoliated skin.
Right, some of us just want to sit home and just sit behind the desk and
And some of us just really like the taste of pineapple, right?
yes, I really do. I like I'm serious. I like pineapple.
Fresh
I love
pineapple,
pizza.
yes.
I love pineapple.
Ew. No.
Love pineapple.
Not
Take
on
that big
pizza.
knife and slice right into it. Oh man.
Pineapple on pizza is only good with pepperoni.
Okay.
Yes, you're right, Paul. Pineapple on pizza is weird to begin with, but it has to be paired correctly. Sort of like you bourbon drinkers.
I
It
thought
don't
was
go good with
I
Canadian
thought it was
bacon.
Canadian
Yeah.
bacon, yeah. I mean, it doesn't belong on pizza anyway, but
That'd be my
But it's better with pepperoni.
if you choose to put it on your pizza, which is gross.
I have ate it because there wasn't any other pizza and I was hungry. It was,
Do you knock the pineapple off?
no, man. I was hungry. Whatever came on it.
I'd have still
That
knocked
was
it
it.
off.
Can you imagine what the guys in the dumpster fire are laughing at us right now? You know that.
They're too busy on the Google. They ain't laughing
Yeah,
at us.
they're trying to figure out what the correct code is.
I'm just. I have a
Up,
feel.
down, left, right, left, right.
I
They're
just
seeing
got
how
that-
many apartments are available.
Someone's gonna be like, Sam, I'm gonna take the N unit.
Paul, what brand you got there?
What's that?
That smoking stick you got there. What brand is it?
So I go Natural American Spirits.
Man, Paul, you let me down, dude.
Well,
How,
listen,
how can you
I
go
was-
by you?
I was
you was
Cowboy
given the
Killers for
name.
years, and then I did Camel non-filters for years, and they smoke slower, and
I'll
nine
give you
times
that,
out of
okay.
10, I'm not actually smoking it.
It's kind of like
It's
those
just in
small.
it's just in
cigars.
my hand. Yeah.
Yeah. But I was. If you would have said Paul Mall, if my name was Paul, that'd be the only option I would have.
So Pall Mall.
That's right.
Mall cop.
But I don't know. That probably would be awful because
They are awful, and
let me
I
tell you.
smoked them when I was poor.
There's a steak marinade that has my last name, and I was like, that's got to be some good shit. It's the
No.
worst steak marinade. I don't even know why they have the word steak in it. It should be like taco marinade because it tastes like taco sauce.
Ugh.
And I bought
Joe
a gallon
Brett
of
taco
that stuff.
sauce.
Because it had your name on
Send
it.
me a
Yeah.
bottle. Send me a
Remarket
bottle.
it.
It had my last name on it, and I was like, it's got to be great. I bought a gallon of it, and it tasted like taco sauce from Taco Bell, and I was like,
Well, shit.
Listen, bottle it up in little bottles and remarket it as Joe Brett taco sauce, and
Hey,
you're golden.
There you go.
there you go.
And we'll put it on some potato chips, and I'll try to eat it.
Oh. Only if they're barbecue.
That's actually worth the endeavor right there.
You know what I got to do now to get to change the analytics here? I'm gonna go find that barbecue sauce that Joe's talking about, or steak sauce that Joe's talking about, so I can screw up the early analytics. So, and I'm gonna get a bottle sent to my house. I'll find it. It's got to be
Douglas,
available
no.
on here.
No, Douglas.
It's got to be available on the internet, unless some guy's making it at the gas station in the back.
You got to do like Joe Brett and get a gallon.
Yeah.
I don't care.
That's the only way you. That's the only way you get it.
It's cheaper that way if you actually use it.
You know what's funny is so we go down to Florida.
Affiliate links below.
What the heck?
Yeah, there
You
you
gonna
go.
dox me like that, man?
Oh, I love it.
All they gotta do is look up your dang call sign, son. Jeez.
Damn, FCC. Can't have nothing. Tell you what, man.
I tell you what.
You know,
Why ain't I got booming higher on my soundboard? I gotta fix that.
I just Googled it. They're calling it a marinade too. Marinade is usually hot. That's some high end shit. I mean, that's some premium. That's hey, Walmart sells it.
Yeah, it's nasty.
God.
So
Amazon sells it too. Oh, Amazon's coming to my house in 2 days.
So look, if you're like cutting your steak up into fajita strips and putting it in a taco shell, that's your marinade.
That's your marinade right there.
But if you're trying to have a steak, don't get it.
I'm gonna try to get it on a Black Friday deal too for this stuff.
I bet it's not 30% off.
Look at this shit. Wait a minute.
Derek,
Sick. He is right.
Okay, for the podcast listeners, I did notice today, listening to the podcast, that we failed to visualize through wording a part. I forget what it was, but anyway. So
the
Derek,
comments.
well, it wasn't a comment. It was something we was talking about, but anyway, I don't know. Derek says, "I don't want anything with my same last name touching my meat, except one exception." Am I too loud? I just noticed I'm on the wrong profile.
No, you're good.
Good.
All right, well, I'm going to the regular profile. Is that okay?
It's not
No,
as good as the other profile.
Well,
Have you guys ever been to
we'll go
Tortilla
back.
Flats?
Is that a place?
Yeah, anybody
Yes.
want to buy a
No.
big old barrel of barbecue sauce?
Damn.
Oh God.
Oh, what is that?
It's hickory smoked barbecue sauce. Is what that is.
That's a lot of chips for you, as a
Only $1,000.
For a
It's only-
55-gallon drum.
Can I get it? Can I get it in 2 days?
No. There's
No.
only 2 left in stock.
Hey, you don't know that. At Izzo's location,
That's
he
very
might get it
true.
in 2 hours.
It's very true.
Might get
It says
overnight
free-
delivery.
Can you imagine the poor sucker that would have to carry that thing up 3 flights of
Oh,
stairs?
screw that.
As I seen a video of the FedEx guy, I seen it yesterday. So somebody ordered, I don't know what it was, but obviously it was fragile, and it was at the bottom of the guy's van. All his packages, like that's his fault, right? He didn't pack his van right, or somebody didn't. But anyway, he finally gets it out after a lot of profanity, throws it on the ground and starts stomping on it, and he says, "I hope it broke." And the guy just learned that everybody has a Ring doorbell now.
Everybody has a ring.
Correct.
I've got 2 tabs open in Firefox because I was going to look up something and I ain't looked up on neither one. Oh, yeah. Sound bites. Boomenhire. How you spell Boomenhire? Boom.
Boomhauer. H-A-U-R.
ER.
That's Boomher. Let me do, what's that show called? King of the Hill.
King of the Hill.
Cash.
Oh, right there. Google already knew you listening, son of a gun.
Uh-huh.
Well, since you're
I
talking
hate
about gallons of sauces, right? So my wife's favorite restaurant is Tortilla Flats. And so every year when we go down to Florida, we got to stop at Tortilla Flats on the way back so she can get a little bottle of sauce to bring home. Well, we were down this year in April, and we were coming back. And so we bought a small bottle, and the guy sees that I'm a vet and I've got a service dog, and he's the owner of the franchise. He comes out and he's like, "Well, listen, let me get you a bigger bottle. Where are you guys going?" And I said, "Well, we're driving back to New Hampshire." And he says, "Oh, I got you." And he comes out with a gallon from the kitchen
Nice.
of the sauce.
Jeez.
And he's like, "On me. Have you guys a wonderful trip. Enjoy.
Nice.
And yeah, come see me again next year."
Do you
And I was
remember
like,
where this place was at?
I don't. It was in Florida.
God, dog, man. We was going to have him on the show. Damn it, Paul.
You know what? I have every stop recorded. I'll go back and I'll look.
Joe,
I'll
give
figure
him
it out.
48. Joe, give him 48 hours. He'll have
Yeah,
it. for you.
you'll have it.
That's hey, no pressure though. I mean, if
I
you do,
would
you
say
do. If you
no
don't, you
pressure.
don't.
Probably
Paul.
on I-95.
I was just gonna say on I-95, east side.
Yeah, it's on I-95, just outside of Orlando.
Outside of Orlando, kissing me.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
so that would be I-4 if it's near Orlando.
Yeah, near Orlando. Yeah.
But I'll be in Orlando here in February, so
There you go. See,
Well,
this is-
Done
I'll
and
be
done.
this is
I'll
what
be in
brothers are for.
Jacksonville area for the entire month of May.
okay.
This is what brothers are for.
You're
Y'all can't
changing
hear
lips.
it. No, I found a Boomenhauer soundboard, and y'all just gonna have to deal with it next week.
Oh shit.
Well, you can't say that now. I'm not gonna wait a week.
Yeah, you will.
Yeah, you will.
That's a what?
Is it the 101?
Yes. What makes it so bad is I know a guy. There's a guy before I left my last job. There's this poor guy. He's a great dude, but I call him Little Boomenhauer. It's because every time he says something to me, I'm like, "What the hell did you just say?"
What did you just say?
And
So
for
just
you
play
to
it
say,
now. What the hell? The whole show's monetized. What's the difference for the last 10 minutes?
Oh my
We
god!
gotta.
I
have
can make
something
it
to give him
happen.
We
Y'all
gotta
just-
get him to come back with next week for something.
Y'all got to quit talking though. It's gonna echo. Hang on a minute.
I've been calling y'all people better than a month now. Grab about y'all every time that dang old dog crossed these start yapping at y'all 24 hours a day, and nobody answered. You called. How you supposed to come out to do anything about that dog? If you're just gonna get a dang old computer, ain't gonna come over here and just shut that dang old dog up.
That dang old dog. Yeah, computer ain't gonna shut that dang old dog up. Oh, that reminds me. Guess what I figured out last night?
What, Joe?
Apparently, how to put soundboards on your computer.
No. My internet router, I knew it let me do a guest. A lot of them let you do a guest network.
Yep.
Mine lets me create multiple. I haven't tested yet, but I'm going to see how many it will let me create. But they're not guests. I can set a password to them. So I've been sending. So I've got, not sending. I guess I'm broadcasting. I have been broadcasting subliminal messages to my neighbors about their damn mutts through my Wi-Fi router.
Oh God!
And I know they look at it.
Changing the name?
Yes, like it's a whole new network, whole new set of IP address.
That's funny.
Your dog sucks. Shut the fuck up.
Pretty much. One of them says you got too many damn dogs. And
some people just put
What's-
FBI van.
Nothing like
no. So, because what's great about this, I know for a fact that he looks at the Wi-Fi because he came over one day and was a little short on the Wi-Fi bill and asked if he could connect. So I said, you know what?
Sure.
I'm going to create you your own network.
Freeloaders suck.
And I told him straight up, I said, when can you pay your bill? He told me, I said, that's when it will expire.
That's the SSID. Why can't you pay your bill?
That's right, is a SSID. So, yeah.
Oh, shit.
So I know at some point he's going to be short on his bill again, or he's going to be looking for networks.
Oh, my God.
He's like, I'm trying to connect to you. Got
And
too
he's
many
going
damn dogs.
He's going to see all these damn full signal networks from across the street.
I wish I lived there, Joe.
That'd be hilarious.
Oh, we'd have some fun as long as
We'd have some fun.
as long as you like.
You're gonna read down the list and it's gonna be like, you suck. Get rid of your fucking dogs. Get a real job.
Whole
Get a
set of-
life.
Damn bill.
Pay your bill.
Oh, look, he just texted me. No, I'm kidding.
You better put one on there that says. You better put one on that says Clubhouse 7 p.m. Central CST.
He won't. Well, yeah.
He's got to borrow the internet to see the
Episode 192. You got too many damn dogs.
show. You got too many damn
Get
dogs.
rid of them barking ass buttons.
Oh,
And my damn
shit.
cup's empty again.
Oh my God.
Well, in that case, we should probably wrap this thing up. 'cause
No,
we're
I
pretty
don't
close
care
to
about
2
your 2 hour
Oh,
limit.
we're
Yes.
going to 3 hours
Yes.
tonight,
No.
boys.
No, we ain't.
Yeah,
You can put a little extra work, Shane, into cutting it down to 2 hours for the podcast or for your little shorts that you're doing.
I'm gonna have to get me another Pall Mall cigarette over here.
Episode 32, the recut.
Man, you are some bitch right there, boy. The recut. What's funny is tonight before I joined
Joe Brett's
in,
on fire. I love it when Joe Brett's on
I
fire.
click on YouTube because I always open up YouTube so I can pop the chat out, right? And I can click the like button. I don't know if I did that tonight, but anyway,
You better like us, man.
I know it. I like you. Okay. What was funny though was when you open up YouTube, it gives you the shit stuff that you like. I'm sorry.
SSID.
Put that away. It's empty anyway. Right under the second row, you got the first row, and then the second row, the first video is episode. What Paul said. I'm not going to repeat it. I mean, I don't care. It's episode 32, and you got to be a top tier paying member to see it. And I also noticed there's another one. Is it episode 6? What? There's an episode.
Three or 4.
Okay.
It wasn't long.
Shane Shirtless is Ham's only content as well.
That's a classic. That's like the $4,000 tequila right there. That's up there. That's
Shane got his butt in trouble that day.
He almost got thrown out of Mexico.
I seen his other dude. He got in trouble that night. Get off the internet.
Get off the
Right now.
interwebs. Right meow.
Shane, are you welcome back there? Can you go back to that resort or that place?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the place, yeah.
They loved it.
The company he was with, probably not, but the place, yeah.
So the place created commercials in other countries that you've never seen with your ass all over saying, "Enjoy the place." Here's why.
Hey, as a thank you for inviting me on tonight, I'm doing a live stream on the 30th at 9 p.m. Eastern. I'm going to give away a whole bunch of shit. And if you guys want to join, I'll send you the link because it's just going to be a good time. We're going to give away a bunch of stuff. And we're going to celebrate 2,000 subscribers.
You ain't giving away none of our stuff, are you?
Hope not.
Because I don't know if we got.
I'll give away all your stuff. You're just gonna say, "Hey, listen, Paul, you can give away this stuff."
You want to give him a sticker? We ought to give him a sticker.
And Steve and Shane's the only ones that got stickers. I don't have stickers.
I was gonna say I don't think I have any left. I need to look.
I got some stickers. I have our 2 original stickers.
The $4 ones.
Shane, are you connected to Steve's? Have you connected? You hadn't connected to Steve's radio yet?
Not yet. I was going to wait till Friday when he's out doing POTA.
Oh, is that when it is, Steve?
Well, I'm going to go out Friday morning because I don't have to work Friday. Friday's travel day. But I don't leave here until like 6 p.m. Hawaii time. So
it's like 10 o'clock here.
Schedule.
Yeah, it's going to be late. But
10 o'clock Central.
I'm going to go out early in the morning here, right after breakfast, and just light the park up. So.
While we're all having lunch.
Yeah.
Hey, Paul.
And I'm stuck in the office.
Paul, doesn't Northeast Hams have something this coming Friday night?
Yeah, Friday. Yeah, we get Northeast Ham live stream.
We should tell everybody. Go watch. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Yep.
You drop the link, and you may have to drop it in our private chat, but we can share it out.
Yeah.
I don't know if this will work or not.
Oh, Lord.
Of course it will. All you got to do is do it.
7-3 is Mo. See, Mo's leaving. He's gonna be.
I'll do that. I'll do it after the show. I don't want to blow everybody's eardrums out.
No,
that's the worst thing about soundboards.
Crickets.
Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
Jeez.
Okay.
I want to create a list of all SSIDs for Joe Brett to use for his neighbors.
So apparently this is Boomhauer's lungs on the air.
Oh my God, y'all ain't still echoing, are you?
No.
Y'all listen up, man. This Boomhauer. This your lungs on air. This your lungs on smoke. See the difference, man? It's going to stunt your growth all over. You end up out in that dang old hospital bed like Robert Downey Jr., even worse, man. Yo, they can talk about oral gratification, all that dang. It's going to give you low sperm count, man. Give you ear hair. Yo, it just ain't no good.
Oh, man.
Do you guys remember Morton Downey Jr.? You remember that? That was in
Robert Downey Jr.
Right. No, not Robert Downey Jr. The guy who he's talking about. He had a show on like Saturday nights. I know up here locally it played, and it was sort of like a taboo, not a taboo, but it was. They had to play it late after 11 o'clock, 11:30 or midnight or something, and it was a very opinionated show, would you say? And it was good. I kind of like it. I'm not saying I agree to everything, but most of it I thought was damn hilarious. You know, that's the only reason why I watched it. So.
Goodness.
Odd.
Morton Downey Jr., I think it was.
Joe, you have RC Forb set up, right?
Yeah. Well, at one time, it's still on my computer.
I was gonna say I'll remote into the computer back at the house and set you up on the stepper.
Nah, it's okay.
You know, the first video that I was ever going to do was on RC Forb, and I still haven't done it. I'm on the Shane schedule.
Ah.
That Shane schedule will get you.
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
It'll come out, 24 months from now.
All right, Shane.
Here's how you connect to my radio.
What you need to do, Paul, seriously, you got to keep your camera on all the time while you're activating, because if that radio falls in your possession, you know it's cursed. You know that thing has got some kind of voodoo, witchy woo shit going on inside. I'm telling you. So that and the only way we're all going to believe it is if you record it. So.
Well, listen, if the radio does happen to fall over, we will know it because Shane's sticker will be revealed.
Oh.
Yawn.
Oh,
We boring you,
stickers
Joe
on the
Brand?
bottom side.
The bottom.
Yeah,
side.
absolutely.
Yeah.
It's a natural occurrence.
So Shane was nice enough to put one of his stickers on the Apache case, and so I gently caressed it off, and I affixed it to the bottom of the radio.
Bottom of the radio.
AKA a chisel.
That is going to be such a great visual for the podcast listeners.
Right.
I caressed it all.
Caressed it all. Say it a little slower,
Right
Joe
after
Brand.
listening to the loofahs.
The loofah. What color?
You
What
know-
color loofah? What color loofah did you use to caress it off?
Sometimes you just gotta caress it just a little bit,
No.
See what happens when we go after 2 hours? The show just takes a whole nother turn.
I gotta go, man.
You gotta go.
2 cups.
See, Eric watched me do it.
My chat's broke.
Your chat's broke.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
You better get out of loofah then.
Oh, God. No, don't do that.
Okay.
All right. We done, kids?
Yep, I just
I
shared
think
the
so.
link for Paul's live.
Awesome. Look forward to seeing y'all there.
Have fun, Paul.
There is a link if you want to get any of the merch from the clubhouse. I got, hopefully I'll have some more details on the hat, the stitched hat. Don't buy the hat that's on the website. It's cheap. It looks like shit.
Why don't you take it off?
It's the Econo.
That's an option.
I just would, if somebody don't want to spend $30 for a hat or $25 for a hat.
But buy
It's
other
$18
stuff
piece
on
of
there.
shit.
You can get a nice T-shirt like this. You can get a quarter zip that you'll see me wearing. Hopefully
you can
next
get
week.
You can get a coffee mug with the call sign
Coffee
on
mug.
it.
Izzo, that
You
really
call sign
does
on it?
look great at 480p, man. That's nice.
I'm at
shirt.
1080. I'm at go to hell. I'm at 1080.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us, everybody. Black Friday sale, 30% off. If you'd like to participate, 73. See y'all next time. Bye,
guys.
See ya.
Bye.
Oh, I got to hit that button.